Good morning. It's Monday morning, about 7:20 in the morning. I just dropped Tanner and his friend Jesse off at school. So I'm here at the YMCA North Arlington to get my Monday workout in. I work Tuesday through Saturday, so Monday and Tuesday morning are the only days I can get into the gym. And the rest of the week I do cardio at home on a recumbent bike. And I was going through the videos that I've already posted, and I noticed that I've never really introduced myself and who I am and what I got going on and what I want to do here. Mark's big life. I've had a pretty big life. A lot of people may not think so. I'm not a successful athlete or businessman or anything like that, but I've done a lot in my life, and it's pretty big. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, originally. Grew up there, born in Columbus, raised in Cincinnati. In high school, I was a swimmer and a diver. I was too small to play football at 5'6" and about 130 pounds. So I swam and dived. I tried cross country, but I learned pretty quick that I did not like running. So if you see me running, there's probably an emergency. And in high school, I planned on going in the Army when I graduated, but I didn't like school much, and I skipped a lot of school, which I don't recommend. And if I have any regrets, it would be one of them, that I did not do better in school. So I skipped a lot of school, and in my senior year, they told me that I was not going to have enough credits to graduate that year, and that I would have to go at least one semester or quarter the next year. Well, I decided already I was going in the Army, so my parents signed for me to go in the Army when I was 17. Basic Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, then at Fort Hood, Texas for 3 years. Made a lot of friends there in Temple, Killeen area, and that's where I got interested in bodybuilding and powerlifting. So at 5'6", 5'7", 130, 135 pounds, I started working out. So, got out of the Army when I was 20. Went back to Cincinnati. I was a truck driver in the Army, and I decided I was going to try to be a truck driver or work at a gym. I tried a couple jobs, and in 1979, the economy in Ohio wasn't that great. And after a few frustrating months, my mom and I decided to take a 2-week vacation. And so my mom and me struck out of Cincinnati, Ohio on my motorcycle, a 1979 KZ1000 LTD. And we went down through Texas and saw some good friends down in Temple. Hello, Mike and Anna. Mike owned the gym that I worked out at when I was in the Army the last few months before I left back home. And we became good friends. So visited them. Then we went out to Clovis, New Mexico, to Cannon Air Force Base, where my uncle was in the Air Force at the time. So we visited him. My mom got to see her brother. And we went back across. Less than a month later, my mom called me and said, I'm moving to Clovis. So a couple weeks later, rented a Ryder truck, put my stuff in the front, my motorcycle, and a little bit of clothes that I had, loaded up her stuff, towed her little car out to Clovis, New Mexico, and she stayed there 20 years. And I moved her back to Ohio shortly before she died. But from Clovis, when I moved her out there, I just went down to Temple and struck a deal with my friend Mike. I found a job in town, and I slept at the gym. I would get off work in the afternoon, come run the gym in the evening for him, and then close up and sleep on the floor in the gym. And so he got some free help in the evenings and overnight security, supposedly. And I had a place to stay. We did it for a long time until I finally got an apartment and stuff like that. And that's where I met my first wife. In 1981, we got married and had 2 kids. My oldest, Alan, lives in Austin. He's 34, just turned 34. My daughter lives in San Antonio with her husband and my 2 grandbabies. And I miss them because they're down there now. They were up here for a while, so that went on for a long time. We ended up in Dallas, where I went into the Texas Air National Guard. I stayed air cargo specialist for a short time until they sent me to Loadmaster School. And I was a C-130 Loadmaster for about 8 years. And another regret that I might have, if I had any, would be that I did not stay in the Guard. I know God is in control. He worked out things the way he wanted to, but I missed flying. And I missed out on a lot of things, but that's fine. That's the way things go. I got out in 94 and still a truck driver. And I've done bodybuilding and powerlifting through all of those years, competed in both, did so-so, but then, and while I was in the Air National Guard, I went to a school in St. Joe, Missouri for hostile tactics, flying in hostile conditions for C-130 air crews. And that's where I met my current wife, Rebecca. And I was separated at the time, and we met, and we did a long distance thing for a long time. And when she graduated college, she was in college here at St. Joe, Missouri. And she decided to do an internship and came to Fort Worth to do that, and she stayed. We got married in 94, and January will be 25 years for us. 3 boys, Elijah, Tanner, and Sam. And if you saw my other video, you saw my 10-year video tribute to Sam, my youngest, and all the stuff that he's been through. And you saw Elijah with me at the air show on my air show video. And then Tanner, I still have to get something with him. He's getting ready to learn how to drive, so we'll get some good stuff on that, and we'll show you. And that's where we are now. I've been driving for the same company for 13 years, been in the LTL freight business for a little over 20. When Rebecca and I first got married, she traveled with me on the truck over the road for a couple of years, which was, according to her family, way out of character for her. And it was tough. She took about 2 years of it, and we had some good times out on the road and saw a lot of things that otherwise we wouldn't have seen together, been able to do all over the country. So that's where we stand right now. I'm just an old man trying to do this. I'm going to keep this simple, bring some videos of things that go on in my life, some from work maybe. Right now, I do the same thing every day, so you saw the day in the, a typical day of my work already. That's pretty much how it's going to run, unless I have a flat or, something like that. I usually do the same thing every day. But I still have lots of good stuff going on with my family, things we go do, vacations and stuff like that. And I'll be posting some of that. So if you'd like to, if you come across this on your YouTube feed, subscribe. I'm not going to inundate with videos every day, maybe not even every week. Just whenever some neat things happen, I'm gonna post them. And subscribe, comment on the videos, go back, watch the other ones, and tell me what you think. Ask questions. Tell me what I can do better. I'm not gonna try not to be obsessed with this, and I don't want to be a YouTube star necessarily. I just thought it'd be a neat way to put some of the neat things I have going on in my life. So let me know what you think. Pass this along, share it, and thank you.